Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show. And if it is your first time here, it's probably because of what we're doing in this episode. That is the final boss of Code Vein. And if that is why you're here, I'm just going to go over my build real quick. To those of you who are familiar with the game, to those of you who are familiar with this series, I did do a little off-screen prep because, well, initially, it didn't make a very good episode. The whole episode ended up being just preparing. So I got Jack's weapon, the Executioner, and I modified it so with the intensification, so that increases the scaling of the weapon. So it has a B scaling on strength and A plus scaling on dexterity, which is fantastic for a single-handed blade. Using the Prometheus blood code, I also have the Judgment Edge up to a +9, the Ivory Grace Blood Veil to a +10. Using one-handed sword mastery, mind willpower up, strength dexterity up, mind fortitude up. And that is because I want to use Bridge to Glory, which requires mind being at a B+. So I needed 2 mind boosts. Going to be using Blade Dance, Adrenaline, Overdrive, as well as Bridge to Glory for buffs. Cleansing Light for HP regen, Blood Sacrifice for Ichor, Jupiter's Blade, and Restorative Offering in case EO falls. And for the second portion, I'm going to be using Queenslayer. Kind of the same sort of loadout, I guess. Except strength dexterity up, mind willpower up, strength willpower up, two-handed sword mastery, and I could probably change this out for dexterity willpower, strength vitality up. No, that's fine. And two-handed sword mastery. I'm using the Judgment Edge, Dragon Lunge, and then Bridge to Glory, Blood Weapon, Adrenaline, Sanguine Roar for my projectile, which I could actually switch out for something else, but I think Crush damage is more effective. Guard of Honor might be okay. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, so. And yeah, this should work out quite well. So with the Executioner going to be having quick mobility, Judgment Edge is going to be at normal, thankfully. At least with Queenslayer, which has similar mobility and equip load. Yeah, so we are just under the limit, 98 out of 100. So yeah, so let's do it to it. I did want to start with kind of like an overview, kind of all this stuff, because this could take a couple tries, and the whole ending sequence, all that stuff is going to take some time, so. Cutscenes and stuff as well. Alright, let's freaking dance, dog. Freaking got it. First try, easy every time. It's really not that easy.
No. Silva has lost control of the relic.
What's wrong?
Silva is pulling in the relics.
Yes, Queen.
No, I refuse to let the world end here. I swear, I will stop this!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be a little tricky, but... Oh, EO got... No, EO wanted to be here for this. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just want her to survive for this part. We don't have to redo the first fight. Okay, so yeah, Queenslayer, Judgment Edge. It's kinda gonna be key to what I'm doing. Alright. Ah. Ah. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. No, no, no. There we go. Ah, shit. Right. Uh-oh. Nope. Crap. Nice. That went quite well.
We don't have a lot of time. Hey, kid, can you handle this?
It's all right.
Hey!
Huh?
Io.
In the end, no matter who I may be, even if I serve as little more than an empty vessel, you have stored so many precious memories inside of my heart, and I promise I will never allow them to fade away. Whatever happens, I will always be with you. Just as you will always be within my heart. And now, goodbye. What?
The relics.
back at the home base. But who's this?
I plan to start research with Karen that will hopefully lead to methods for controlling thirst and revenants. I don't know if we'll ever find an answer, but I'm sure it will lead to better lives in the Jail of the Mists. It would be nice if Louis could work with us.
Yeah, so Aurora's back. And Karen. And Nicola. And Emily. And who am I forgetting about? Emily, Karen, Aurora, Nicola. I mean, those are the main four. I think there's... Trying to remember. Anyway, I'm going to talk to everybody, though, because they all have unique dialogue now. And, of course, Eo's not here, which sucks. But, I mean, this is part of the true ending, so...
All the power was sucked right out of my body. I was so big and strong. But now look at me. But now Jack's training me to grow strong again. I don't see me as much as I used to, but I always feel close to her, even when we're apart. I think it's because we respect each other so much now. I miss her, but a knight has his duty. All the power was sucked right, but now I think I miss...
We finally secured a steady supply of blood beads. Once again, we have Io to thank. On the day she took all of the relics, I was suddenly... We finally secured a steady supply of blood beads. Once again, we have Io to thank. On the day she took all of the relics, I was suddenly my old self again. And ever since then, she's been producing blood beads and even maintaining the red mist. So even if it's only a little, I want to make it so people can have normal lives in this world she's protecting for us. That's my wish.
In the years after Io stopped the relics from frenzying and transformed into the Weeping Tree, Karen and the others discovered a reliable source of blood beads. And the question I've pondered for so long, what as a revenant can I do? What about the outside world and the horrors there? We analyzed the signals intercepted from outside when the red mist appeared. There were countless cries for help. As revenants, we prey upon humanity. We might bring them nothing but misery. Even so, I can't just give up.
I've looked through documents from the Great Collapse, and the more I read, the more I understand why those creatures are called horrors. They're immune to even the most powerful weapons, and immortal like the lost that plagued the Jail of the Mists. Now I understand why revenants had to be created. The situation was that dire. And the horrors are still roaming the outside world. It must be incredibly difficult living out there.
Is that amber blood bead Io gave you all right? It's a piece of her memory and a manifestation of her strength. Handle it with care. Karen and the others say it's made of the same substance as the weeping tree Io gave us after taking on all the relics. It has the ability to alter the relic's influence, if only in a small way. Is that amber blood?
The Lost are still a dire threat to the survival of humanity, but the new provisional government is at last on a course to stop them. Silva is pushing reforms to aid as many revenants as possible. I can finally get to the job of exploring the depths in earnest. You've been a great help. I must thank you. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. The provisional government would appreciate your cooperation. Please contact the government if you seek work with real meaning.
I'm glad to see that things have calmed down a bit here. Although Louie's worried again. Are the two of you ever satisfied? You finally earned some peace, so why not enjoy it? Well, whatever you choose, I'll go along with you. Do what you feel is right.
Today I invited Yakumo to work for the provisional government, but he turned me down outright. Sorry, but just like you've got things you want to do, I've got things I want to do too. Yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. Well, I didn't want to work for them at first either. After a while of fighting to survive, I noticed I'd made a bunch of friends along the way. And here I am stuck with them. But I guess they're all pretty great, so I don't regret it at all.
The relic's power created the Weeping Tree, thanks to Io's wish, and there's no sign of the Queen coming back. It must have taken a strong will. We're ordinary revenants without the power of the relics, but our mission still remains. As long as I live, I will continue to watch over that power, together with Jack.
There are no changes in the Weeping Tree. It's completely normal. Don't worry. If anything happens, I swear I'll do everything in my power to stop it. Meanwhile, it's time we both do what we need to. My mission as a Watcher has ended, but my duty to protect the world still remains. I won't allow the hell here to escape and torment those outside.
This garbage heap may just have become a slightly better garbage heap. That means people have less use for what I'm selling. I'm only joking. Don't worry about me. Do your thing, okay?
Okay, so I think that's everybody. And the missile is gone. So yeah, this is kind of, it's the true ending. But I mean, yeah, you save all the successors, you did all that stuff. Maintain vein safety and investigating further. Distribute blood beads to surviving revenants. Aid Silva's unit Cerberus. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if you go to the hot spring, if there's like if it's different now that it's like the end of the game, kind of. But yeah, I kind of forgot. We're kind of stuck.
The Lost are still at Silva. I can. Oh.
So yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if we're stuck. This is just kind of the, time before, like, the ending credits. I'm just kind of curious. Oh, it's Rin. Okay, I was like, wait, who is that? Yeah, it's Rin. It's interesting. One of the only times you see her without her purifier mask. Yeah, because she always wears it. So I wonder if we can get a better look. Because, yeah, Coco doesn't wear one. And some of the characters, you can see them, like, pretty often without their purifier mask, but I guess people don't come and go unless you see the thing. It's fine. It's whatever. So yeah, only thing left to do. Let's do this. Part out of the red mist, you'll be unable to return here. Yes. I thought you were still able to do stuff post game. It's been a while since I beat the game, so I could have been wrong on that.
You're leaving into the outside world?
Yeah, I figured that's what you would do. I can't say I approve of you heading out alone, though.
At least say something before you go. After all, we're supposed to be friends, right?
And since you guys insist on charging ahead all the time, going to need someone to keep things running smoothly.
To be honest, I'm not sure how welcome revenants will be in the outside world. But we have to keep reminding ourselves that we were all created for a reason. I'll carry on Cruz's dream. Just like you carried Eos. Let's go.
Ew.
Spreading out before me, a paradise of rubble, crumbling, struggling, longs to be reborn. But somewhere in the distance, I hear a voice calling to me that will not subside. Though I may be weary and battered, body and tatters, I will go on again and rebuild this frail world, even if the ones that I fight for are frightened of me. Sacrifice is no price to pay for rebirth. You ask me why I'm fighting, why I would defend them. No one asked for this war or any more to come. My sacrifice is nothing if it means I'll show you the world that we can rebuild. Tell me, do you know how softly the breezes could sing if we let them come through with the might on their own? Just how many fates do we have to see disappear from their ashes? I promise I'll bring rebirth. So I'll go on ahead with your heart behind me. Walk this path laid before me that no one has trod, and this desolate if we let them come through with a mind all their own. On this day, I swear I won't falter. Oh, nothing else matters. My memories drive me to where I must go. There are no more lives that we need to watch disappear from the ashes of those who have gone before. Spread a light in this land. I will bring
Okay. I'm pretty sure I have to mute this part. But yeah, that's the true ending of Code Vein, guys. Um, yeah, this is Vamps, is what they're playing now. This always gets copyright claimed. It's probably going to get copyright claimed anyway, but yeah, it's yeah, it was another part earlier in the game where there was a cutscene and with like the Vamps song playing. Um, but yeah, a lot of the music was done in house. As you guys saw, there was a lot of music credits. Um, and honestly, I really like the composition, like orchestrated stuff, much better anyway. So I don't know why they even did the licensed music from Vamps. Kind of confusing to me, but yeah, it's whatever. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love this game. It's so good. Um, it's such a nice ending too, and like it sucked when like EO's like, okay, goodbye. I'm gonna save the world now. I know you're the protagonist, but um, you know, I'm the real hero here. But yeah, it's yeah, not a big fan of the Vamps music. It's just kind of yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's kind of not great. It's a little well, I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's just jarring, I guess, to go from like this awesome, epic, like orchestrated soundtrack to um, uh, mm, something that doesn't quite fit the tone of the game. But whatever. Like that's one thing that's great. Like my favorite part about Bloodborne is the soundtrack. Like it's the orchestrated. It's so good. Around the word. They're great. I think they do the translation for all the Shift games. All the God Eater games, anyway. But, yeah, I mean, the ending kind of hit me a little different. Now that there's kind of like this, looks like they might be working on a sequel, and it's like after revisiting like God Eater, like all three of the games. Although I mean, God Eater 3 it was kind of being developed simultaneously with Code Vein, and not directly by Shift, I guess. What I heard at least. Which would make sense. Because, yeah, God Eater 3 does not feel like a God Eater game to me. I mean, it plays like one. Oh, hey, there we go. I can unmute it now. So yeah, we got the Hades Blood Code from Gregorio Silva. It's okay. It's not great. And the Queen Blood Code, which is really good. Save complete. You can now play using your post-completion save data. Start the game again just before the end by selecting the completed save data from the load option on the title screen. After starting the game again, you can examine the door back at the base to carry over your save data and restart the story from the beginning. Right. So essentially, once you fight the final boss, as you can see, there's a star on the thing. That's my main file, as you guys can tell. So I've beaten the game twice on that one. But yeah, this is Zerp, the character I have been playing as. I was considering for the New Game Plus portion to actually go with my main character, but then I thought, yeah, see, so that was the other reason I intentionally lost. So now, since it's before the final boss fight, like the final boss fight, we can teleport back to the home base. And this is actually what I was thinking too. So I'm glad I was right about this. So now... yeah, there's a thing on the back door. Which, that's how to initiate New Game Plus. But also...
Don't forget to check your gear before fighting.
yeah, all the shops are back open. So... that's one thing I want to do.
Stock. If you want it, I got it.
Is stock up on upgrade materials. Because we're going to be getting a lot more weapons. I think 30 of each is probably pretty good.
Go out there and give it to him.
Yep, we'll do. And most importantly, Io's still here. We already restored all of her vestiges, so...
memory echoes float through vestiges. The power you hold.
Yeah, I know.
You are going now? Take care.
And that's part of the reason I say take care. But yeah, everything is as it was. right before fighting the boss. What is this? Oh, the Tower of Trials. There we go. That was the other one that I didn't have. Yeah. So now we have all kinds of stuff.
Honestly, I'll lead the way. Just tell me where we're going.
So yeah, we got Towers of Trials 1, 2, and 3, which are kind of like the ultimate, I guess, it's a good way to put it. The ultimate like gauntlet, I guess, of just like battle tests and stuff. And maybe so much stuff. Rocky Ruins, the Zero District, the Void District, all three of the Tower Trials, which I'm not going to do all three of them. They're just kind of there to farm certain things. And the 3 DLC areas, so a lot of stuff to do. Some of these things I'm gonna do before.
Don't be overeager. Come back.
New Game Plus. Some of them I'm going to do after, or not very much at all. But essentially, for each of these, like once you do that, you don't need the map. But you have to initiate the first missile in order to carry over, I guess, the location into New Game Plus. And so you don't need the different maps. I think for the DLC you do. But I can't remember.
Honestly, I'll lead the way. Just tell me where we're going.
But for the rest of these, yeah, you don't. You really don't.
Don't be overeager. Come back.
But yeah, that was it, guys. That was the true ending. And for the next one, yeah, I'll get the ending I don't have yet. I'm not going to worry about getting all the blood codes because I've already done that before. And where's the missile? Oh, there it is. Okay. But, yeah, this is also a very difficult game to platinum. Unless you play a lot of co-op with your friends. And I mean a lot for the depths. Because one of the items you need is called a Mark of Honor. And for one of the achievements, you need 400 of them.
Honestly,
essentially, you get a Mark of Honor for helping somebody in co-op defeat a mini-boss.
This is all we've got for available routes.
So that's what the depths are good for. Because each one has, like, typically 3 mini-bosses.
It's unexplored territory from here on.
But there are, like, 1 or 2... enemies in the game that you can farm to try to get multiple, to try to just like farm Marks of Honor. And I made a video on that. I think it's already came out. There's a couple standalone videos I've made for Code Vein that I haven't published yet. And that is purely for, because like I didn't want spoilers. To like be released before the stuff actually happened in this series. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this for a bit. Well, actually not for the DLC maps.
Honestly, I want...
Because those are a little...
I'll lead the way. Just tell me where we're going.
I want the surprise to still be there. So yeah, that's it for now. But I guess
It's
that's the
unexplored
next
territory from here
step. I could have just teleported there. I don't know why I did it that way. So for the next couple episodes, I'm going to be doing depths maps. Gonna do the 3 I haven't done yet, and then get to the DLC ones, and then after the DLC ones, and those are kind of their own thing. They're kind of tricky. I'll explain that when we get there. But yeah. So we're gonna do these ones because some of the depths are kind of important for getting some of the vestiges that you need to fill out some of the blood codes. And it's just part of the game. So, and for the increased difficulty of New Game Plus, we are going to want to get much stronger. Not just by level up, but there's a lot of skills, gifts that I'm going to be acquiring to make the New Game Plus playthrough a bit easier. Also, it's fun to have all these different like tools at your disposal. We have like most of the basic ones I'm going to be using, but there's a lot of really fun ones that I don't have. So, and initially I wasn't going to do this. This was initially when I was kind of planning how to do the series. I was just going to get the true ending and then leave it at that. Be like, all right, that's the end of the series, and we're off to the next thing. But in the way that things are just going to fall into place, I really wanted to do this. And the main thing I wanted to do with this series is to kind of like illustrate why I love this game so much. Not just like, hey, here's the game. I really like it. I hope you guys enjoy it. So, and we've already focused on like a lot of the story segments and bits like that, so I'm not as concerned with that for this next playthrough, which is going to be much shorter, like I've already said. Partially because we've already done most of everything, and partially because New Game Plus, I mean, the story is largely the same, with like a few minor tweaks that is actually less in a lot of ways. So for the New Game Plus playthrough, it probably won't even be 10 episodes. It might be 10, but probably not even that. And then when Code Vein is done, we'll start a new series, and I mean, Pokemon Sword Revisited is going to be going for a while because that's actually maybe not as many episodes. I mean, it's endlessly replayable. I'm not going to be filling out the decks. So I don't know. There might actually be more. There might end up being more Code Vein episodes than Pokemon Sword episodes. Possibly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And the next series is already set in stone. Like I already know what I'm doing for that. For what's coming up after Code Vein, what's coming up after Pokemon, not really sure yet. But yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop. And yeah, we're at an hour, so that's my maximum allotted time. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing for the next couple episodes, and thank you guys for being here. Very special thank you to TFAX channel members, Old Cranky Gamer and Retro VHD. Thank you guys for checking out that join button down below. Choosing to support the show a bit more directly greatly helps out. And if you guys want to get in on that, there's some cool perks. Our first tier is very cheap. And while you're down there, maybe like and subscribe. That'd be great if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, till then, have a beautiful day, and take care.